Okay, let's get today's Frontier opening bell up and running. It's a Thursday, the 10th of the month of March. And this is your trading day. Looking back on Wednesday sessions, Nigerian markets came up with 28 basis points on the back of gains in a number of listed stocks, shaving off the weak start. And as we saw, more activities on risky assets around the global market space. So the Nigerian NGX, the biggest equities exchange in Nigeria, went up by that basis points, 1.35%, much bigger in next door Cote d'Ivoire, with 18 points better on the EGX on the Egyptian Stock Exchange. Big names from Alexandria Hospital and pharmaceuticals revved up the Egyptian market on Wednesday, midweek as it were. The South African market went up 0.40% as we say a bit more of investors inflow into the GSE with the sanctions crunching on Russia's central bank and fund managers exiting Russian portfolios. And of course, you got the Nairobi down by 1.57 as the shares of Safaricom and a few others nosedive on Wednesday. Put that at the back of your mind as you get today's trading day in your view, and we look towards the weekend. This is your East African top stories. The Kenya Treasury is asking for comment from the public and industry stakeholders on the plan to scrap the 9 trillion shillings of debt that the administration currently has. In the meantime, Equity Group, which has the Equity Bank in its kitty, has unveiled a massive 678 billion shillings stimulus package for the economy under President Uhuru Kenyatta. And the IMF has granted Tanzania $372 million in interest-free, zero-rated loan facility. And Uganda has gained about 46% to about $38.4 million from electricity exports for the year 2022. And that is the outlook from Uganda. While the Seychelles Bureau is on the island of Seychelles on the Indian Ocean, Seychelles profit came in at about 47.8 million rupees for its half-year 2022 period. Let's check in with West Africa, by the way, with the Nigerian airlines getting pressured under scarcity of jet fuel and the rising cost of the aviation fuel. So Azman, Arik, and Airpeace says they are combining forces in terms of routes and passengers operations in order to reduce delays and flight cancellations in and around the country. The Central Bank of Nigeria yesterday auctioned the weekly NTBs, which is the Nigerian Treasury bills and rates, deep on the 91-day, 182-day, and 364-day papers. DataPro has upgraded Bua Cement, Nigeria's second largest cement maker and listed on NGX, to AA from AA minus, and the outlook from this rating agency is stable. The Bank of Ghana, the Central Bank of Ghana, effectively has warned the citizens against money laundering and cryptocurrency platforms. That sounds a little bit like what Nigeria's central bank issued sometime in 2020. And Gabon is planning to nationalize artisanal maritime operations in the fishing industry of the country. That's some of the headlines from West Africa. If you look at this Southern African market, it's all about earnings and more earnings. MTN Group reported better earnings, revenue in 18% higher, 18.3% higher. Data contribution to the revenue was about 53.3%. EBITDA came at about north of about 90 billion rand, 23.7% better. Total subscription for MTN across the 19 countries in Africa came in at 272 million. In the meantime, Telkom and Rain Networks has become the first licensees of the spectrum operations that the South African authorities are conducting. The South African government has a big chunk of equity in Telkom. It's been many years in which wranglings between Telkom and other big names such as MTN and Vodacom has prevented the spectrum opera licensing to go, but everybody's gone out of court and now they're moving forward. Nedbank, one of the largest banks in South Africa, one of the biggest on the African continent, yesterday reported its full year 2021 operations group headline earnings per share up 115% to 11.7 billion rand. And Namibia's development banks has issued a new bond for housing projects. It's about 130 Namibian dollars. Okay, let's sum it up for you from North Africa, where Egypt Stock Exchange is hosted senior officials of the Iraqi capital market. The idea is to have a cooperation between Egypt, the Arab Republic of Egypt, and Iraq to get Iraq's capital market up and running. So there's no better place to go for the Iraqis than Egypt, the largest and one of the strongest exchanges on the African continent. And then the Central Bank of Egypt has deferred the maturity of about $2.3 billion dollars of Saudi deposit to October 2026. And E-Finance, listed on the Egyptian exchange, says it's posted 46.9% profit uptake increase in 2021 and plans a total dividend of 177 million local currencies. Morocco's exports from agro-allied and maritime food exports was about 68 million dirhams for full year 2021, while the EFDB and Tunisia have signed a new agreement, 103.9 million euros, to support Tunisia's road infrastructure. That's part of the whole new horizon that President Said of Tunisia is taking on the side of the EFDB while talking with the IMF and the World Bank on the other hand, just to get the economy up and running. And that's your Frontier opening bell this Thursday. You've been briefed. I'll see you next time. Go on our social media platform across LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as on our YouTube to watch this show again, as well as other shows that we produce on Frontier Africa Reports. And of course, our website is there, www.frontierafricareports.com. See you again.